FM20-Reviving Wanderers save. Again, for those that don't know, where we're looking to take Bolton from League One to the Premier League. This is our second season in the Championship, and so far we are doing really well. The last game we did play, we managed to end up 5th. We dropped to 5th. Now we've moved up to 2nd place. 29 games have gone, won 15, drawn 7, lost 7. And if we go straight into the schedule, there has been a bit of change in form from the last double defeat we had with the double header we had against Stoke and Wigan. We bounced back, beating Swansea surprisingly 1-0 at home, and that was a goal by Eddie Brown. Then we had a little bit of a break where we went back into Millwall, and I'm not sure why, but Millwall just seems to be a team, our bogey team. We never seem to beat them, but you know, it was one of those games where we started off so well, they got the equaliser, and from then it was just game over from there. Then we went on to playing QPR in the cup game, FA Cup. We changed the team up a little bit, winning 2-1 with Brown Sterling and Eddie Brown with the goal. And that was it. Then we went into facing Nottingham Forest, where Jack Clark again with the goal. Drawing 3-3 with Brighton again, which is always going to be a difficult game. And it was goals from Jack Clark, Brown Sterling and Eddie Brown in the last minute to give us that equaliser. And what a game it was. Then we went to playing Reading at home, winning 2-1, Curtis Jones and Emilio Rodriguez with the goal. Curtis Jones started to play not bad now, getting in the good performances in. Then we went to play in West Brom again, beating them 4-0. Eddie Brown, Jack Clark, Sonny Graham and Carl Leak with the 4 goals. And it was just, I couldn't believe we beat them 4-0, to be honest with you. But we dominated that game. Then we went into playing Cardiff, winning 4-1. Charlie Storer, again another youngster coming in, and followed by 2 goals from Dennis Politics and Curtis Jones with the goal. And if you have a look at Charlie Storer, not bad. He's 19 years old, midfielder, can play defensive midfielder. And just look at his stats. Mentals are really, really good. And again, he's a potential 4.5 stars. So he will be used now and again. One thing about Bolton, they have really, really good youth system. And we have some really nice players coming in there. So that's always good to have. And then, unfortunately, the last game we had was Wolves. We lost 1-0 in the FA Cup. But, you know, we couldn't take it. It took them 65 minutes to come with a goal to beat us. And we just couldn't do anything from there. We then played Rotherham away from home with 3 goals. Eddie Brown with a double and Jack Clark again with the goal. And unfortunately, we went back to QPR losing 1-0, which was never a 1-0 game. We deserved to win that game, but unfortunately, that's how it goes. But if we go to the squad, just have a look and see the contribution that the team and the players have done so far. So as you can see, Eddie Brown's our top goal scorer with 20 goals, followed by Jack Clark. And those two have been so formidable this season. Jack Clark has been so consistent. Last season, he scored a lot of goals. This season, he's scoring a lot of goals. Brown Sterling has come up with a few goals as well and assists this season. He's doing good. And our youngster, Carl Leak, we got from Southampton, which was a very big transfer. 7 goals in 24 appearances and 6 assists. That's good for a winger. And he's only young as well. And as you can see here, there has been a lot of contribution from the teams. Let's go into the transfers because we have made 2 signings so far. 1 permanent, 1 loan. So let's get straight into it. So we got Golbert for 1.2 million. That's Cesar Galbert. That was from Real Madrid. As you can see here, he's attacking midfielder. So we have moved to a 4-2-3-1. And as you can see here, he has some nice stats. He's only 22 years old. So he's only going to get better. He's a 3.5 star, potential 4.5 stars. So he's only going to get better. And he's not bad. 4 starts, 1 assist. That's not too bad. Then we brought in 1 striker just to get a bit of depth in the striking position, because as you may know, Sam Andrews has been recalled back because he just wasn't being used. And Joshua Zirkzee, who is a Bayern Munich striker, he's come in and again looks a quality player. Let's see what he can do. He's 3.5 star, potential 4.5 star. Be interested to see how he does here. Maybe, depending on how he does, we may bring him in next season for another loan. But let's see how it goes. So if we go into today's game against Portsmouth, again, as you guys know, it's always a crazy game between Bolton and Portsmouth. And there's no love between the 2 clubs, especially manager-wise. So let's see what today's team is going to be. So this is the team we're going to have today. I have changed up a few teams, so anything can happen in this game, but I have changed the team up a bit. So we have Duran Perez in goal again, a goalkeeper which we needed from last season. No disrespect to Matthews, but we needed a better goalkeeper, and Duran Perez has come in and he's been beautiful for us. Followed by Boswick Jackson, Edmondson, who's again another youngster. He's only 17 years old, sorry. Followed by Tanganga in that defence with Dionku. Then in midfield we have Rodriguez and Stora, again another youngster playing there. Followed by Jones, Gulbert and Politic, and then Brown up front. There is going to be time for Zexi to come in and see what he can do. Maybe by half time if the game is cleared up by then. I just want to have a little look at him. So it'll be interesting to see how it's done. Boswick Jackson, we did accept a 6 million with add-ons. 5 million plus 1 million in add-ons. But I decided to reject it, and it's probably the worst thing I ever did. Just reject it because I felt like we could get more money, but unfortunately Stoke went on to buying someone else, so we may have just lost £6 million. But there's nothing we can do. But today's game is Bolton versus Portsmouth. We are favourites because Bolton are at the bottom three. But again, anything can happen. We need to make sure that we are consistent and we don't take them for granted. So far, 9 minutes have gone. And it starts off with a Portsmouth goal kick, which was a bad one, which goes into Goldbert's feet, which goes straight into Dionku's feet. Dionku with the ball, plays it into Tanganga, and we play it back to our goalkeeper, Duran Perez. Duran Perez plays it back to Edmondson. Edmondson has the ball, plays it back to the goalkeeper. I never really like it when they do this because you always feel that someone's going to end up losing the ball or the goalkeeper is going to make a mistake, but hopefully in this case it's not. Rodriguez with the ball, and he has plenty of space. He runs into that midfield. What is he going to do? He plays Storia in the middle. Rodriguez still has the ball, holds it well, and plays it over to Politic, who heads it back to Stora. Stora backs it back to Dionku. Dionku finds Rodriguez, back to Goldberg, and what a great play. Politic with the ball. Can he cross it in? Yes, he does. He whips that ball in, and it's a goal. Curtis Jones with the header. And again, what great play from Bolton. Sorry, what a goal! Good movement and good way to finish off the goal. So you can see Jonku with the ball, plays the ball into Rodriguez. You see 1-2 to Goldberg, who plays it outright to Politic. Politic looks up, whips that ball in, and Jones rises higher. Good way to start. 1-0 to Bolton. Good start. But remember, we've changed our style of play. We had a mixed style of play, I would say. More probably known as the old school Man United way, not to get carried away. In a more just mixture of play. We've done long balls, we passed the feet. So there's a lot of things that we do, and that's how Man United was known for, just playing. They had a mixture of footballing style to play. So you couldn't really identify them with just one style of play. They were just gung-ho, but they could cross the ball in, they could play balls there, and there you go. Politic hits the post, should be doing better there. And again, that just shows the confidence the boys have in this squad. And I always said we just needed a bit of quality added in, and things would get better for us. And that's what's happened. But we need to be consistent and make sure that this is not going to be a one-season wonder. But Historia with the free kick, he whips that ball in. Politic! And the goalkeeper makes a save. We should be scoring that. 30 minutes have gone, and it's a corner to Bolton. And it's Rodriguez with the ball, who whips it into the near post, but doesn't beat his first man. That's really bad. Jones still has the ball, plays it into Rodriguez. Rodriguez has time. What is he going to do? He plays it back to Tanganga, and luckily for us, they didn't capitalise on that. Brown doesn't seem to be having the best of games so far, but he is slightly getting involved. So let's see. It seems that Goldberg has picked up a little knock, so we could change that. Rodriguez there, and Politics again just over the bar. Should be doing better now. Should be 3-0. But again, it's a Portsmouth goal kick, which is terrible. Brown with the ball, keeps on running. Look, you see him on that left-hand side. Brown shoots. Come on, you had Leak on the left there. One ball to Leak on the left-hand side. He was through on goal. Let's see what we're going to do, because Gilbert is on 75%. Same with Edmondson. But the youngster so far hasn't done bad. 6.6 though, but should be better. Let's just encourage the boys as always. I'm not too sure what we're going to do. I'm going to give it probably give it another 10 minutes and we'll see how Xerxes does today. Right, 48 minutes have gone. Let's see how this goes. We've had 12 shots, 4 on target, and with us, we've gained more possession with them on 68%. We are going to make a slight change. I'll wait till 60, and I think we are going to take goal, but it's Rodriguez with the corner, whips that into the near post. Again, doesn't beat the first man, but Rodriguez still has that ball in. Can he find someone? He does whip it in. Brown! Straight into the goalkeeper's hands. Brown has been brilliant for us. We can't lose him. We're going to have to give him what he wants, which I believe is about 19k he said he wants. That will be put him as the highest paid player at Bolton, but you got to do it to keep your players. There's no way we can get rid of him unless someone's willing to pay us 30 million. That's the minimum I'm willing to take for him, 30 million, which you probably say he's probably might not be worth it, but still. But Brown scores, and that's exactly why we want him to stay. I'm going to change the team now, 4-2-4. We're going to go for it wide play. And we're going to make that substitution right here, right now. Cesar is coming off as he was a bit injured. And it's Joshua Xerxes. He's going to have his debut today. And he does play as a deep lying forward. And as we have that, we can push Eddie Brown further up. I could actually potentially put him as a poacher, but we'll leave him as an advanced forward. I think everything here seems to be nice and cushy. Edmondson, he's now picked up a little bit of form now in the ratings. He is on a yellow card. We potentially could make 2 substitutions. We'll give them. I'm gonna give them to the 70th minute. Then we'll probably change it from there. And that's it. That's the 21st goal of the season for Brown. But let's see what Xerxes can do. We're giving him a nice run out. He's got 20 minutes to do something, to show us what he can do. So it'll be interesting to see. But it's Portsmouth with the ball. And hopefully we'll be able to counter-attack. We probably want to change our mentality to a positive mentality. They whip that ball on that left-hand side. And it's Major with the ball. Whips that ball in. And what a strike by Nicky Major. And again, it has clawed the game back. We need to be careful because now it's only 2-1. Only 2-1. Right. Politician having the best of games. He has assisted, but it's not doing great at all, is he? We do need to close down Medja. And let's see how that goes. 70th minute have gone. So far, nothing much is happening. Portsmouth are trying to pile on that pressure. And they've put on their top striker, I believe. No, they haven't actually. No, they haven't. Thought Walker was coming on. Let's see, 80th minute. Let's make a substitution. Rodriguez is going to come off. And we are going to put on Morgus. And in defence, we're going to have to put Liam Coyle. And Liam Coyle will just be our no-nonsense defender. And hopefully we'll be able to see out the game. We've had 22 shots, 12 on target. It would have been nice to have a highlight showing Xerxes, but it hasn't happened. And it's a highlight to Portsmouth, which we don't want. Come on. Good. Well done, Tanganga. What's going on here? Wow. So, okay. We've got the ball here. Well done. Wow. Jackson. Boswick Jackson. Wow. And I'm not sure what Joshua Ginley was doing there. But luckily for us, it was something silly. And again, I probably should have accepted that deal for Boswick Jackson. To be honest with you, I don't really rate him, if I'm honest with you. He makes a bit too much mistakes. But that's just how it is. Probably should have taken that £6 million, but we didn't take it. It was looking like we are going to close out this game and see out this game 2-1 victories. And that's it, 2-1. The scoreline doesn't show you the whole of the game because I think we deserve to definitely win by more goals. But we won, which is the main thing. And Eddie Brown coming up with the goal with Curtis Jones. And that's exactly what we want to see. It's going to be interesting. Like I said, I am not going to get carried away regardless. We're going to take each game as it comes, and that's the only thing we can do. Take each game as it comes. If we end up automatic promotion, fine. If we end up in the playoff, fine. If we don't, fine. But that's just how it is. We're just going to we're going to take each game as it comes, and that's all we can do, and then we'll see where we end up in the end of the season. But that is a good victory against rivals that we don't like. But I think we're going to play on, and we're probably going to come back for the Stoke game again. A bit of revenge would be nice against Stoke, but let's see how that goes. But again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. This is Football Manager Maniac. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share if you like. Go in the comments below. Hit that like for me, please. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you and bye.